Today I'm at Manhattan Motor Cars in New York City, and I was just handed the key to this brand new Huracan EVO. Here's the window sticker for the car. It is a 2020 and it's in Grigio Artiste with narrow Ade interior. So today I'm going to be showing you the outside, the inside, and then we're going to start it up. So the Huracan EVO starts at $261,000, but with all of the options, this one comes to $320,000. So to take a look at some of the options, this one has a lot of them, such as the style package, electric and heated seats, dark chrome package, carbon ceramic brakes with blue calipers, contrast stitching, floor mats with leather, ambient light package, multifunction steering wheel, Lamborghini Sensonum sound system, 20-inch titanium wheels, the lifting system, smartphone interface, ad personam stitching. This color, Grigio Artiste, costs a whopping $16,500, and it is a matte color, and personally I think it looks incredible, especially on this car. So all of those options bring you to a total of $320,000. So here's the key to the car. It's just simple, it's black, it feels kind of weighty, it's got some weight to it. It says Lamborghini on this side, and on this side you've got three basic functions. You can lock the car, you can unlock the car, and you can open the front trunk. You've also got the Lamborghini logo right there. So let's take a look at the outside. So you've got your menacing headlights. You've got the I-Sear 20-inch titanium wheels that cost $2,000, as well as blue brake calipers, and these are carbon ceramic brakes, which is a $2,400 option. You have this newly designed front bumper, and you'll notice the 2020 Audi R8 looks like this too. It has this piece in the front bumper. You've got a black front splitter, the naturally aspirated V10 engine. I love the look of these taillights. You've got your mid-mounted exhaust. So this exhaust is higher up than the regular Huracan. So as you can see, it's all the way down there, but on the EVO, it's up here. You've got a Grigio Artiste rear diffuser and Huracan EVO badges on both sides of the car. So the Huracan EVO has a naturally aspirated 5.2-liter V10 engine that makes 640 horsepower and 442 pound-feet of torque. This car can go 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 2.9 seconds, and the top speed is 202 miles per hour. This car has a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission, and it can do a quarter mile in less than 10.5 seconds. So with the Huracan EVO, Lamborghini vastly improved on the regular Huracan, making it more technologically advanced and giving it a brand new 8.4-inch touchscreen in the center console. You also get Apple CarPlay and, as an option, a telemetry system with dual cameras to record your track days. Compared to the regular Huracan, the Huracan EVO has rear wheel steering and 29 more horsepower, for a total of 640 horsepower. This car also has better aerodynamics thanks to a refreshed design that includes new front and rear bumpers, an integrated rear spoiler, and side intakes. At the back of the car, the exhaust tips have been moved higher to accommodate for the larger rear diffuser. So as you can see, there's a huge difference between the regular Huracan and the Huracan EVO in terms of the front and rear bumpers and the exhaust placement. You have this integrated rear spoiler at the back, which makes it look much more aggressive than the regular Huracan. Thanks to the rear wheel steering and a torque vectoring system on all four wheels, this car is more responsive and agile and easier to drive. So what's exciting about the Huracan EVO is that the old Audi-based infotainment system is replaced with an all-new Lamborghini exclusive unit, which we'll check out shortly. So not only is the Huracan EVO improved aerodynamically and technologically, but it just looks so much newer and refreshed compared to the regular Huracan. So here's a regular Huracan Spider, here's a 2020 Huracan EVO, and over here's an Aventador S Roadster here at Manhattan Motor Cars. If any of you are interested in a Lamborghini, come down to Manhattan Motor Cars and see Viviana, and she'll help you out. There's also the new super SUV, the Urus, over there. So now that we took a look at the outside of the car, let's take a look at the inside. So to open the door, just press here, grab that, pull it out. So we've got leather and Alcantara on the doors and blue contrast stitching. We've got Huracan branding on the door sill and a gorgeous looking leather and Alcantara interior, primarily black with blue contrast stitching throughout. So let's hop in. Let's shut the door. So right now I'm sitting in the 2020 Huracan EVO, and the controls to move the seat are on the side of the seat. These seats are electric and heated. So you have this stunning view of this multifunction steering wheel with Alcantara on the sides, which is super soft because this car is brand new. It only has 43 miles on the odometer. You've got your driving modes down here: Strada, Sport, and Corsa. Strada is like comfort mode, and it's intended for the street. Sport is for when you want to have fun on the street, and Corsa is for track driving. So to have contrast stitching throughout this interior, that costs $900. So as you can see, there's blue contrast stitching lining the dash, on the seats, and even on the headrest where the Lamborghini logo is stitched on. The embroidered Lambo on the headrests is a $1,000 option in itself, and then to have the contrast stitching throughout the interior is a $900 option. So we're talking just around $2,000 for this incredible blue stitching throughout the interior. This car has the dark chrome package, which costs $2,600, and what it does is it makes all the regular parts dark chrome. So as you can see here, this car has electric and heated seats, which is a $3,200 option, and it has the full style package, which costs $2,800. You've got floor mats with leather that cost $600, and they have Huracan branding on them, as well as blue contrast stitching lining the sides. You've got Lamborghini's Sensonum sound system, which costs $3,800, and it supposedly sounds much better than the regular audio system that comes in this car. This car, of course, has a front lift, which costs $4,000. The travel and smoker package costs $700, and what that gives you is this cup holder built into the dash on the passenger side of the car. So you just push in, it pops out, and there you go. You've got a cup holder, and you just push it in back into the dash when you no longer need it. As you can see in the doors and near my feet, as well as in the door on the passenger side, you can see the ambient light, and that package costs $1,100. In front of me, I have the multifunction steering wheel, and for it to be multifunction, that costs $600. So you've got some buttons over here, buttons over there, as well as down here, and the driving mode on the bottom. You've got a completely digital instrument cluster, which looks absolutely incredible. And you've got this brand new 8.4-inch touchscreen in the center control stack. Now this is a game changer for the Huracan, since you no longer have the Audi-based infotainment system found in the old Huracans. So the Huracan EVO has a brand new Lamborghini exclusive unit, which we'll dive into right now. So you get this message that pops up, a distraction disclaimer. You just press accept. So now let's check out the Lamborghini infotainment system. So up here you've got your climate control buttons. You could put the defogger on maximum, you can put the air on auto, turn on AC, and circulate air throughout the cabin. If we press low, it pulls up this screen that allows you to adjust what setting you want the air on. So if we turn it up, and if we turn it down, you can also make it warmer or colder, and you can adjust where you want the air to come out, so towards your head, towards the middle of your body, or towards your feet. You can also put the air on maximum, and you have your controls for your heated seats. This one's the driver's seat, that one's the passenger seat. So there's 3 settings. You can put it on high, so 3 bars, or if you want less heat, you just keep pressing it until it's off. So right now it's on devices, so you can pair your phone to the car via Bluetooth. If we want to go home, press this in the center, and it takes us home. So you got vehicle settings, media, telephone, as well as on the side you've got navigation, sound, and phone apps. On this side you've got settings and radio. So if we go to radio, you can see all the different stations down here. So let's see, Z100, New York's hit radio station. Let's turn it up by pressing this. and increasing it. And you can also favorite certain stations, so you just press this star and then it's your favorite station. You can also increase the volume by pressing this plus sign, or lowering it by pressing the minus sign, or you can just drag it. And you can mute it with that button right there. So now if we want to go back home, just press there, and let's check out telephones. Like I said, you can pair your device to the car via Bluetooth. If we go to media, you can play your music from your phone. If we go to vehicle, you can adjust all the vehicle settings, such as ambient light, exterior light, doors and mirrors, speed warning, parking aid, rain sensor, wiper service position, chassis number, and initialized keys. So there's a lot of different things you can edit here. If we go to ambient lights, right now the color is blue, and it's currently set to automatic, but if you want to adjust it manually, so you can make it less, make it more. So right now it's on the max, and I'm going to put it on the lowest. And it's off. And if we raise it again, and it's back on. So it's near the feet and in the doors, both doors. If we go to sound, you can adjust the Lamborghini Sensonum sound system for telephone call volume, vocal assistant volume, navigation volume. If we go back home and check out navigation, it's great to have this 8.4-inch digital screen, especially for navigation. And it is touchscreen, so you can just move it around, check out what's near you. You can zoom out, and there's the Hudson River. So here we are on 11th Ave. If we zoom in there, zoom out. So here's New York City. If we go up to 51st, so here we are. This little symbol right there tells you where you are, and there's a gas station across the street from this dealership, and it tells you where that is as well. It even tells you where there are traffic lights. So that's interesting. To select the destination, just press that. You can show alternative routes, you can add a stop, you can make an itinerary, check out the route info, create a simulation, and check out the route settings. If we go back home, if we go to settings, so this is just your basic settings for the infotainment system itself, not the car. If we go to display, you can adjust the brightness of this screen. So if we go down, the screen gets darker, but if we go back up, it's at the brightest setting. If you want to quickly access what you're currently listening to, just press this. It pulls it up. So right now the radio is on and the volume is off, but you can see it and you can pause it. So that's a basic run through of Lamborghini's infotainment system. It's definitely easy to use, and the touchscreen is very responsive. Everything's easy to figure out. You can always go back with this button, volume, home, check out what you're listening to currently, and up there's a climate control, so everything's easy to access and easy to understand. Over here on this handle, you've got your mirror switches, and next to the door handle, you've got your lock and unlock buttons for the car. The door handle itself is dark chrome as well. It's kind of hard to see, but down there to the left of the pedals, you've got two buttons, one to open the front trunk and one to open the back to access the engine. To the left of the steering wheel, you've got your headlight switches. You've got one AC vent on the driver's side, one on the passenger side, and two in the center. On the steering wheel itself, you've got Alcantara on both sides and leather on the top. You've also got blue contrast stitching as part of that $900 option, and of course the Lamborghini logo in the center. To the right, you've got your windshield wiper switches, and to the left you've got your headlight switches and your turn signal. So you press it that way for the left turn signal, and you push it to the right for the right turn signal. On Ferrari steering wheels, there are two separate buttons for the turn signals. So it'll be like a button up here for the left turn signal and a button over here for the right turn signal, and you just push it in. But here's kind of like a switch. You push it that way for left or that way for right. Up here you've got your cabin lights and buttons for the garage door opener. And right next to you in the center control stack, you have your parking brake, some storage behind the console that can fit maybe your phone, and not really much else. And behind the two seats there are two USB ports to charge your phone and a big net between the seats for storage. Other than that, you don't have much storage. You have some storage behind the seats and in the doors, but that's about it. Above the center screen, you've got these switches for your hazard lights, ESC, the front axle lift system, and your window switches. So the window switch for the left window is here, and for the passenger window is over here. So to put it down, you push it up and the window goes down. If you want the window to go up, and the window goes up. So that must take some time to get used to push it up to put the window down. Here's your switch for Eco Start Stop, which I'm pretty surprised that this car even has. When your foot is on the brake at red lights, the engine turns off, and then when you release the brake, the engine turns back on. That's not something I would expect to find in a Lamborghini, but surprisingly it's also in McLaren's. Here you've got your switch for your parking sensors, and that's pretty much it. So your basic vehicle switches right above the infotainment system. Down here you've got your engine start stop button with this super cool switch. So you just put this up, press this button with your foot on the brake, and it starts the car. Back here you've got your gear switches for reverse, park, and to pop it into manual. You've got your paddle shifters on the steering wheel, and you've got these super cool looking leather seats, and they are quite comfortable, I must admit. They are very comfortable. You've got your digital instrument cluster in front of you with the tachometer in the center and your miles per hour right there. To the right you have some basic info such as the time, how many degrees it is outside, and your gas gauge. And on the left you have your odometer, the temperature, and some information about the car. So in addition to the cup holder built into the dashboard as part of the travel and smoker package, you also have what looks like a cup holder down here beneath this tunnel where the center screen is. It's pretty hard to get to and you can't really put anything tall in there, but it is there if you need it. To exit the car, you just pull this door handle. So that's the 2020 Lamborghini Huracan EVO. If anyone's interested in this car, come to Manhattan Motor Cars and see Viviana and she'll help you out. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.